I'm only going to wait like 5 seconds this time too, because there's only 2 of us, so there's no rules. Oh, Kyra's coming. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our virtual write-in. We got me and Leah for starters. We might have a couple more people join us later on this evening. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy 420, happy Easter, happy spring, whichever's most important to you. We are so glad you've decided to spend your night with us. Yeah, we're going to be doing some word sprints. You can write, if you're not writing, you can do like productivity sprints, prepare for the week. Let us know what you're working on in the chat. What are you working on tonight, Leah?
Chapter 26.
Hey!
How about you?
I think I might just chill a little bit tonight.
Okay.
I got started working on my new idea, and I'm making some good headway on it. I actually started writing chapter 1. But I feel like I need a little more time. I cannot pin down if I want it to be 1 POV or 2. And I really need to know that for chapter 2.
Yeah.
And for plotting generally. So yeah, I kind of just feel like I need to relax a little bit. I'm working on crocheting these little hearts.
Oh, yeah.
I need to get to 6 of these orange ones, and then I will have, you can see my like line up there.
Ooh, very satisfying.
That will be, I think, half of the hearts.
Okay.
So then I'm going to switch and make them into squares and see if that feels right. Like if twice that feels right for the size. So I'm probably going to start with that and then see if I feel like inspired to do something. I have been doing the Artist's Way stuff. I've been really bad about posting about it.
I have yet to open the book, but I will. I was on vacation last week, so.
Yeah, you have a big pass. I have done the, what's it called, the morning pages.
Mm-hmm.
I've missed 2 days in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I've done them most of the days, which was the thing I was most skeptical about, but I do kind of like it. And then the week 1 artist date, I went and wandered around the woods for 2 hours.
Nice.
And then I did a second artist date and took myself to a Stitch and Bitch event at my local bookshop and met a bunch of people and crocheted with them, and it was really fun. So I'm really enjoying it so far. I need to read chapter 2 though.
Nice.
So keep the momentum going, and I need to actually post about it. But yeah, I was kind of surprised how much I enjoyed the morning pages. I don't know if I've seen anything magical come from it, like she promises. Well, maybe if I keep at it for 12 weeks. But I did feel a bit calmer at the start of the workday.
Okay.
A lot of my thoughts in the morning are about work, and so I just like spit them all out on the page, and then I'm able to actually like get things done. So it's been really nice. Let us know in chat if you're doing any of the Artist's Way stuff, or if you're interested in it. We're doing it in Discord theoretically. Kyra, what are you working on tonight?
I am drafting again for the first time in a while.
Nice. So have you done any plotting, or are you just diving in?
I'm diving in.
All right.
Mostly, yeah.
Classic Kyra.
Classic Kyra. I'm also just like running from dinner, and it's still kind of a new setup, and might have to turn on my light here in a second. But
yeah. So we've got Jo Catherine is ready with Easter candy and Peeps. We've got Mr. Roro here, Misty Kate. Nicole said, for me, the Artist's Way is making the self-doubt quieter, which is a nice change. I am feeling that a little bit. I'm not sure entirely if it's like just the energy I've been trying to go into this year yet, or if the book is helping push that along. But I have felt very like the idea is probably part good, part bad, and that's fine. Like, I can make it all good later.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, I guess we can dive right into a warm up here. Let's do a 10-minute warm up and we'll check back in at the 25.
That's good.
time. How'd that go for everyone?
It's okay. I think I'm gonna take a page out of the Megan book though, and maybe craft for the other.
It just felt like a rest night.
Yeah. Well, and I'm like so close on this one I've been working on, so
Ooh, pretty.
yeah, like I could probably finish this tonight if I do that instead. Maybe not on the chat, but like tonight.
Nice.
My
When
brain
you
totally
work
fell
on-
out, and I thought we started at 8:30. Don't know why. We're just chatting away in the kitchen and get a message like, "Oh no, that's a problem."
We've
was
only
so
been doing this time for 5-ish years.
I know, but we do TV time at 8:30, so
Mhm.
Yeah, it does get confusing.
and also the long weekend really messes up like my sense of what day it is.
That's so
Yeah.
fair. That one is fair.
Mhm.
I mean, just forgetting is also fair. You're allowed to do that.
I wrote 2 sentences that I didn't delete versus all the other sentences that I wrote and deleted. So that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
Megan is frozen.
Yeah.
Megan's been having internet issues lately.
Joe Catherine wants to know what embroidery pattern that is, Kyra.
One my brother gave me in a kit. See if there's like anything on here that is. Yeah, I don't know. It's a bird. I don't see. Yep. Yep, it's just a kit that my brother gave me for Christmas.
It will remain a mystery.
The worst part of this is I'm not even having internet issues. I'm having laptop issues.
Aw.
No.
The internet I could call my provider about. But hopefully it doesn't happen too much tonight.
Did you make some progress on your hearts?
Yes, I just finished one more.
Nice.
I have to tighten it up and stuff, but
It was beautiful.
Very cute.
so pretty pleased that I can make one in about 15 minutes now. So
Yeah,
that's
that's pretty
great.
good. Morgan Gray is saying they're rewriting chapters because of a genre shift. Have any of you ever done a genre shift mid-draft or like in revisions? I haven't.
I feel like if I've done one, it was like very early stages. I don't
Yeah.
think I've like been deep into the weeds and done one.
Yeah.
If I didn't hate the idea of rewriting so much already, like the idea of like rewriting a book in a different genre actually sounds like fun, except it's an incredible amount of work. So
Yeah. Maybe you could start like with like a short story and you have like an idea and then you change the genre each time. That could be kind of fun.
Oh, that would be really fun. Like one short story, 3 genres or something.
Yeah.
Oh, my 6-year-old has been begging to make bracelets all week. All he's wanted to do is make bracelets, and I've always said I'm too busy. But today was the day I wasn't too busy. And look, I made myself a glasses chain.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Very cute.
I'd been wanting one, and I just made it instead of buying it.
The beading
You're so
reminds
crafty
me of
now.
Smarties.
Right? It does look like Smarties. Yeah. So, be the talk of the office this week.
Yeah.
Oh, Morgan said going full high fantasy, but I'm getting a pretty notebook to story Bible. Excellent.
Nice.
Oh, nice. I could see going from more of like a grounded fantasy to a high fantasy
Yeah.
not being like too much of a stretch.
Yeah. That does remind me when Nicole sent all the information about getting started with the Artist's Way Challenge, you were like, oh, and I can't believe that anyone would not have an empty notebook lying around. I didn't. I got to go buy a notebook with a good reason to do it. It was awesome. I have to be here in the notebook aisle.
I used to collect like old school notebooks, and then I'd give them to students who need some paper, or I just have them at home to use for myself. But when I stopped teaching, I donated them all to another teacher. So I think I might also be almost to the no notebooks stage. I have like 3 maybe that aren't written in, but they're very pretty ones. So I don't know if I want to do like morning pages in one of the pretty ones.
Yeah, it's like this isn't where I talk about my day. This is where I plan something beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, my real problem is notebooks that have like a few pages tarnished by a past thing.
So you can't
I
use
did
it
have
again.
one like that where I was like, I'm going to come back to this.
See, I'm kind of a chaos gremlin, and I will start a notebook and I will put anything and everything in it until that notebook is full. So
So it's not limited to like
Chaos,
one
but
project.
also healthy.
yeah, I mean, like I don't actually use it a ton for project work. I tend to use notebooks more for like just whatever's in my brain. But I do have like a separate one that is just like an ideas notebook
Ah.
that I haven't put the ideas in for a while. That's
No
embarrassing.
more ideas.
I put that back on the shelf, but
Michael said, well, I counted 4 empty notebooks and still decided to buy a composition notebook because they were all too pretty for sloppy scribbles of a sleepy writer.
You know it.
Absolutely valid.
this is the enabler chat, really. Like,
Yeah. We're not going to tell you not to buy a notebook ever.
that's not what we're about.
Nope. All right, let's dive into our next sprint. Let's do a 15-minute one because it's already 8:30. So a 15-minute sprint. I'll do the math and then put it in the banner. Good time. Just weaving in the threads on one more heart. How did that go for you all?
Okay. I'm trying to think of a word and I didn't think of it. So
Rip.
yeah.
Can't win them all.
Yeah.
There are a lot of words out there.
Right?
Too many, some might say.
Because I wasn't like prepared for the actual start of this. It's now just a wash. I will sit here and so.
Just all of us so together tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I knew from the moment I woke up, I was like, I'm not going to get anything. I'm going to be like crafting, intentionally not getting writing done.
Nice.
I was home alone like all day today, like until basically when Word Nerd started, and I was not aware of it. So I did like a pilot day by myself of like shows I've been meaning to watch, and just like between that, I've been like putting off playing Hades 2 because I knew I was gonna get like sucked in and it'd be hard to do other things. So I just like watched the pilot, played the video game, watched the pilot. It was a really good day.
Nice.
I finally watched the pilot of Warrior Nun, and it seems incredibly campy. No actual reverence for the Catholic Church. Probably kind of gay. It looks great.
All right.
Perfect.
I'm pretty sure it's gay. That's the only thing I know about Warrior.
Didn't it get canceled?
That's the other
No,
thing.
Oh, it's
No, it's not.
It didn't get. Yeah, Netflix canceled it, but somebody else saved it, and they're getting like 3 feature length films.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
So,
Huh.
if it had been canceled, I would have never tried it. But
I was kind of surprised.
I also tried Bad Sisters and the basketball one Emma recommended last week.
Running Point.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Season 1 of Bad Sisters?
Yeah,
Or
I did.
season 2?
I'd never watched it. Season 1.
Oh, I really liked that show.
They did a really
Never
good job about making the dead husband guy seem like a jerk right from the get-go. He was a very unlikable character. These writers have met toxic men before, I would guarantee it.
Now up to 4 hearts. 2
Hey.
more, and I can start turning them into squares again.
Nice.
You made good progress.
Let us know in the chat if you're still around how it's going. Otherwise, we'll probably do a very brief cool down and then call it a night because I think everyone's kind of tired.
It's a little low energy tonight.
And
The fact that Megan's
Okay.
leading in productivity with 4 hearts, but if Leah can think of a
I
word,
only-
she may sneak out ahead.
technically, I came with this one, so only 3.
I'm actually doing much better since I switched to this and not the other thing.
Hell
so.
yeah.
There you go.
Ooh, Nicole said, I'm trying to come up with ideas for a character to remember an event from a past life without a flashback. I have one large flashback, so I don't want to add more.
I love that Joe Catherine says, I'm doing great. I've eaten 4 peeps. That is the energy. I
Hell
like to
yeah, Joe Catherine. And that's what we're here for, is to help you eat peeps.
So this is a completely unrelated, just a writing related-ish thing. I finished Dungeon Crawler, like I'm now caught up on Dungeon Crawler Carl, and there was a scene, I think in the last book, where the characters were about to deliberately go into a dream sequence, and my brain went, and then the author just skipped it, and the character woke up at the end of the dream sequence. I'm like, wow, this guy knows what he's doing.
What a professional.
So it's just a fun surprise from the week. And like some of the stuff comes up later, but you never have to like sit through the whole dream sequence. It was very good. And like I wasn't even like
Amazing.
dreading it, but I was like so excited when it didn't happen. Just like, wow, this feels great.
That's an interesting idea, and Griswold, about like a memory, you only be able to access it at like a right time to see it. I like that idea.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's tied in with the magic system of your story at all, but it sounds cool.
Yeah. Wow. Let's do a 5-minute cooldown.
All right.
Oh, hello, Andrew. We're going to do a 5-minute cooldown.
It's okay. I missed a good chunk of this too.
Tonight.
Yeah. Also, if before anyone leaves before the cooldown, all like 4 of you, next week we're talking about the September house. We'll probably be spoiling it, but we're trying to analyze like why did so many of us like it? What about it made it so likable for so many of us? What do we think made it really good? You do not have to have read it beforehand, but we will be spoiling it a lot. So if you want to be there and don't want to be spoiled on it, I would recommend reading it this week.
Mhm.
I've been like rereading it. And for me so far, like it's not necessarily any like plot things. It's just like, oh, this is well written. That's less helpful.
Like smiley face emoji.
Yeah.
If there's one thing this group will always come back to, it's just right.
Yeah. Just
But
right.
write well. If you can do that, that'd be
Yeah.
Yeah.
better.
Oh yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
To good writing is in fact good writing.
Yeah.
Preview.
We'll try to be more insightful next week.
Yes. I will
No
have
guarantees.
my thoughts gathered.
Yeah, I'm doing
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. No promises.
Mm.
All right. We're going to do a 5-minute cooldown. Check back in on the hour just in time for The Last of Us. And that's time.
I think the word I was thinking of just doesn't exist. So
That's got to be it.
There's so many words, but not that one.
But not
Yeah.
that one.
no. I tried searching synonyms and nope. That's okay. I'll just solve it by not writing the sentence.
Fair.
Reasonable.
Sure.
The vibe for the evening, really.
Yeah. I looked at memes for a bit to see if they would give me any story ideas.
Nice.
And then she sent one to me and derailed me too.
You're welcome.
I explained the merits of strategic voting to my sister.
Oh,
our
okay.
election system is different.
Hmm.
When you have more than one liberal candidate, it becomes important to hone in on the smart one to vote for.
I'd love to experience that someday.
I mean, it's also a dumb system in a way because, like, we have a conservative party and a liberal party that are like the main parties. They're the only ones that have ever been prime minister. But we have two other the next two popular parties are like further left than our liberal party. And like all the votes for those combined would always beat the conservative side. But that's not how it works. So
yeah. Interesting.
There's also a party, at least one, that's like more right wing than our conservative party, but they've never gotten a single member of parliament in anything, as far as I know. So,
nice.
good times.
Like Nicole saying, going to enjoy the rest of the evening with the implication that this was not enjoyable. Just kidding, just kidding. We love you, Nicole.
I'm gonna get out of here and enjoy my night.
We don't find something fun to do. Thanks so much. I'm totally kidding.
Yes, just messing.
I knew what you meant. I do hope you enjoy the rest of your evening.
Yes.
Almost as much as you enjoyed this.
Yeah.
More would be fine. No
More is also fine. Yeah.
More is also fine.
I'm gonna lay on the floor and I'm gonna like it equally as much as I liked this, I think. After this, I love lying on the floor at the end of the day. So it's the best. So on that note, don't forget, next week we are going to try and dissect the September House and figure out why we all really loved it. And can that be replicated? So yeah, and if you're not interested in that, we'll be back the week after that with a write-in. Because we do these every other week, but you all know that. So I don't know why I'm saying it. Thank you so much for being here with us. We always love spending our Sunday evenings with you. And we'll see you next week. Bye.